583 is on hold. The senator from Cape and Islands, Mr. Cyr, offers an amendment which the clerk will read.
Amendment number 584 by Mr. Cyr, grandparents raising grandchildren opioid study.
The question comes on adoption of the amendment. All those in favor say aye. The senator from first Essex, Miss Essex and Middlesex, Mr. Tarr, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd be remiss in not providing the gentleman from the Cape and the Islands with an opportunity to articulate on this issue. I'm hoping that he'll give us a brief explanation.
Senator from Cape and Islands, Mr. Cyr.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rise in support of Amendment 584, which would add a $50,000 study specifically related to the impact that the opioid epidemic and opioid use has had and will continue to have on grandparents and other relatives who are raising children. So the study will investigate and report on the number of individuals caring for children whose parents are addicted to opioids. And so this assessment will provide insight on the availability of resources and the coordination of those services to better support grandparents and other relatives' care for children who have been victimized and who have experienced the opioid epidemic through their parents' addictions. Notably, increases in opioid-related fatalities, especially in Barnstable County, have reflected the social shift that we've seen in parental responsibilities. In Barnstable County, more than 2,300 grandparents have taken guardianship of their grandchildren, which is a stunningly large number in a county of about 210,000 people. A quarter of the population on Cape Cod is of retirement age. They typically depend on incomes that are unfit to fund child care. And so this places a disproportionate burden on older populations who are often struggling financially to prioritize their own health, let alone that of the needs of a child. And unfortunately, the Cape is not alone in these factors. So this amendment will help alleviate the financial and social burden the opioid epidemic has placed on families across the Commonwealth. It's been developed in consultation with the Grandparents Raising Grandchildren Commission, which I'm grateful to our Senate President for appointing me to represent the Senate on this commission. I hope that this is worthy funding. It's going to provide more information to help us further guide the opioid-related services, policies, programs, funding that we've been debating and fortunately passing here tonight, and I hope the amendment's adopted. Thank you, Mr. President.
Question comes on adoption of the amendment. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. The senator from